Hey everyone, welcome back to another review, and this is my review for Inside Out 2. So before I give my thoughts on this one, I give what I think my thoughts on the previous Inside Out. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is my favorite Pixar film, and not only that, it's one of my favorite animated movies. I think it's fantastic in how emotional, the drama mixed with the comedy. I think it's beautifully animated. I think it gives a really great message. And so, obviously, I was naturally excited for a sequel. You know, if you were to ask me, which is a Pixar Disney movie that you would like to see a sequel to? And for Pixar, Inside Out has always been my answer. You know, not only to do a standalone sequel, but also kind of make it a series. Like, you know, have Riley grow up. I think this could easily be turned to a franchise of possible, you know, three, maybe even possibly 4 films within it. And I will admit, I was a little bit skeptical when I found that it wasn't being directed by the same guy. He does return in for a executive producer role here. But admittedly, yeah, I was a little bit worried on that. But I'm happy to say that this is one of those rare sequels that is not just as good as the original, but may actually even be better. Where the story in the first one was moving into a new place and having to deal with the different emotions and challenges of that, this one more deals with trying to make new friends, but trying to stick with your old friends as well. You have new characters come in here, new emotions. You have envy, anxiety, embarrassment, and qui, which is, you know, like sarcasm or boredom. And it's all really well balanced out here, where now anxiety is now the one wanting to take over Riley's mind. You know, dumps the other emotions out, you know, dumps anger, joy, sadness, disgust, and fear out of Riley's mind, put them way in the back, and now they're all on the journey to return to headquarters and try and stop anxiety from taking over Riley's mind and turning Riley into someone that she doesn't really actually want to be. And this movie is just so relatable and I'm going to try and not go too much into spoiler territory here, because I recommend that you just go see this movie. You know, but there were times in here where it is relatable, particularly to me, particularly with the anxiety part of, you know, I've dealt with that of struggling to make friends, you know, even really struggling to fit in and saying the right thing, and also kind of being a bit embarrassed to still like a certain thing, because, you know, a lot of people would think you're of the age where you shouldn't like that particular thing, which leads me to one of my favorite jokes in the film. So, you know, as I said, they're all dumped into the back of Riley's mind, where she has all these deep, dark secrets of herself, and one of them is that she likes this little kids TV show that's obviously just making fun of Dora the Explorer. I remember seeing it thinking, oh god, this isn't going to be funny. And it is just outright hilarious. You know, one of my little nitpicks on the first movie was that I wish it could have been a little bit funnier. And I'm glad they improved the humor on here. They upped the humor quite a bit. I even remember the second time it coming back, and I'm trying not to laugh because it was just so hilarious. I'm going to disturb the audience by just laughing so hard by this dumb joke. But it's just so hilarious. You know, and again, the animation in here is just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. You know, if I had to have one minor nitpick in this, I wish they had eased down envy in here. You know, in all honesty, if they actually make a third one, I would like to have maybe embarrassment and envy be maybe the main characters, particularly Envy. Maybe I think Envy could be more of a main character in the third one. You know, who knows where they'll lean in the direction. I think a perfect direction to lead into if they make a third one is Riley now graduating from high school and she's starting college and having to deal with the challenges of that, you know, starting university or college. I think that is the perfect direction for them to go down if they're to make a third one. But guys, overall, Inside Out 2, I cannot recommend it highly enough. As I said, this is one of those rare sequels where I think it's actually better than the original. And in all honesty, this actually may end up being my favorite movie of the year. So with that said, Inside Out 2 definitely deserves an A-. It is absolutely fantastic. If you loved the first one, you absolutely love the second one. So guys, movies may be good, movies may be bad, but I love them anyways.